And there it is. Somebody suggested or wanted to see me do a playthrough. And this is it. This is without a net, the version I was talking about from my youth. And since then I've found, a handful of others that are really choice. And that's the great thing about the Dead, right? There's the depth and then the joy of like finding, especially now with Spotify or whatever, I'll find some random Dick's picks and you'll play like a Help on the Way or something. And it's just like, holy shit. Like this is a cherry. But Althea. So really, you could see I am not doing what Phil is doing. There are other because he does a lot of shit. He's hard to pin down, and what my intention here is to show you how to play the song. You know what I mean? Like easily, simply, because basically. I'm keeping it real simple. Towards the end, I added some little stuff, but I was keeping it really close to the vest. Almost like some blues progressions or something where like it's really handy if the bass, everybody likes it when the bass player doesn't change what he's doing. You play the same thing. You're pretty predictable. And because I don't know how many verses this song has or the structure, I should know. I'll get better at that. But you do repeat many of the, you do this. You do that, I don't know, 17 times in the song or something. So it's good to have a, because if every time you do this and then you're snaking around, the idea is anyways, especially when there's, you'll repeat a core part of a song, like a theme, and that's what you could call like a theme. Is that. So when you play it, that's what everybody wants to hear. That's what makes the song the song. That's what makes Althea, because there's other songs with that chord progression. You know what I mean? I don't know what song that is, but I'm just saying. So it's just important, at least I'm giving you my 2 cents and I'm trying to help. But I promise you, if you showed up to a jam session and somebody calls Althea and you got some deadheads up on stage with you and you play this bare bones, just like I did, like 0 fills, nothing. And you bum, ba, bum, bum, boom, boom, and that's all you do, you will get 0 complaints. I promise you. Nobody has ever said, oh, hey, could you please put some more fills? Could you please jump around a little bit more? And because that's part of your, like your responsibility for presenting a groove and supporting a groove is to kind of keep it, it needs to sound familiar. Everybody needs to recognize it, and then your bandmates too. And so it's sometimes it's a bass player can put people at ease by kind of being kind of predictable. You know what I mean? And that's not to say, because the whole idea is to express ourselves and to put ourselves into this music. And so you do that but like I usually do it. So, but the place you want to start, you begin here. And then and you really get that in your bones. It's in. I'm getting into it here. It's in there. You know what I mean? It's in here. And so, but if you don't know, you know what I mean? If you don't really know this song, then you need to stick to the basics until you really know it. You know what I mean? And from there, you embellish. Like my whole thing of even just that, like, you gotta play it at the right time. You don't want to play it every single time. You don't want, especially licks. If you're gonna put like a fill or something, usually you don't want those to be like predictable. It's always cool. I know Mike Gordon, Fish's bass player. He's super funky, and there's some jams where he'll add like they'll be grooving in 4/4 or whatever, and he'll play something and then he'll play like a boom, boom, and then you think it's coming around again and it doesn't, and it's like you feel it, and that's just talent. That's just knowing, how to put something in, and people will almost expect you to say, to do it again or whatever, and you don't, and it's all part of the fun. But again, if you get anything from this, if you're still listening, you got to get these core, get the grooves, and what I'm calling them is landmarks. So like boom, boom, boom. Those are the landmarks. Those are the notes of that initial groove, B-A-E-A. And so I could like boom, but see all that other shit I just did? It doesn't matter what, you know what I mean? Like it all needs to be whatever, but the landmarks, like the core of the song is B-A-E-A. And so you want to learn a song, you need to learn, like just strip it down. I'm telling you, just because you've got the rest of your life to play this song, unless you got a gig tomorrow night or whatever. But just in terms of like hurrying up and okay, here's what happens. So then you have the core of the song, you have the core tenets, and then you'll find a lick that really works. Like my little shit here. Well, then what happens is you're playing the core. Well, you're not thinking about the core. You're thinking about your lick. You can't wait to get up here, and you're up here and you're like, oh, that sounds awesome. And you're like, oh shit, I got to get back to home here. And so you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? You need to be thinking here. And if you're going to, but you're, you know what I mean? Like my attention isn't, I'm not distracted by a shiny lick, because I'm not beating up licks either. Like creative playing and beautiful. Like I love the, any note on the bottom on the D string, and then on the G, the one underneath, it's like a minor, and so you can, like we're in B. Anyhow, sorry, just sneaking that in. But so I'm not shitting on fills and saying don't do fills, but I'm saying, and this is, if you need to just get by we're playing a tune, you're playing Mustang Sally or something, and you're not really excited about it or whatever, you just learn it and get on with it and get over it. But songs like this, like for deadheads and for people that get, are passionate about the music and all of it, you get all you swept up in the what's the mystique of it all, and I know that's just not the right word I'm thinking, but yeah, you're into it. You know what I mean? And so that's where, and it's from these core notes you pour yourself into, right? And the thing is too, whoever you're playing with, you might be playing on a huge stage with a bunch of people, or you might be playing with a couple of like badasses, and it's like, what do you got? You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, if you stick to that shit right there, and you got a great guitar player, he'll hug you when you're done playing, because there's nothing like it, And I've noticed that because I've been playing with the same guitar player for a few years now, so we've kind of grown on each other, and I can tell when he's kind of digging in and stuff. So I will kind of lock in, you know what I mean, and just hold it down and just let him go, and try and kind of help support his expressions, and anyhow, I'm going to go on forever here, but it's a beautiful thing, so keep on keeping on, and let me know. I do all kinds, I'll do any song you want, but I'm a super deadhead, so if you want to do me or you want me to do a specific version. I know this wasn't what Phil was doing, but I'm just more trying to just show you how to play the song. If you want to know exactly what Phil is doing, that I'd totally be down for that. But he's kind of hard to figure out, but I'm always up for a challenge. So anyhow, that's all I got for now, guys. Thank you. Peace.